and welcome to another episode of Synergy of the Rose. I'm Claire Attio.
Hi everyone, this is Silvia Jaira.
And this week, beautiful souls, we're going to talk about those energetic occurrences that don't happen. And I'm going to put it like that because of a multitude of different reasons. When we're wanting to do something, when we look at something, an activity, a group activity, and then for one reason or another, we don't actually get there. And Sylvia and I were talking about this beforehand because I only had a conversation with a dear friend yesterday about this and my drumming circle. And I love my drumming circle, and the facilitators are amazing. And the energy is just off the charts when we do it. And I was so looking forward to doing the drumming circle during the summer months on the beach, where we had all the natural elements working with us. And yet I haven't gotten there once this summer. And I was kind of chuckling at that. And then Sylvia started laughing because she had a ping on her phone, and I'll let Sylvia tell you her story.
Yeah, actually, this all started because I couldn't figure out who was messaging me, and I was just like, "What's going on? Who is this person?" I completely blocked it out. And well, we had talked about doing today recording, and I was telling you, "Oh, I'm completely free," but I wasn't. I had booked and confirmed that I was going to this circle, and it was going to be precisely about the energy of the moon and everything and what's going on. It was a very feminine circle that I've been trying to go to twice now that I completely forgot. And it was until like right now I was like, oh my goodness, I just completely forgot about this. Why am I keep forgetting about this? And that's when we have that conversation that it's just completely blocks out of my memory. And obviously it's in my calendar, but when I booked with you earlier, I was like, no, I have nothing on my calendar. I'm completely free. And I wasn't.
Yeah, and it's just recognizing, and I had to feel into it because I was like, what's going on here? Why is this? Because as I said, the facilitators are amazing. The energy when I've been, it's just been off the charts, and it's fed my soul and keeps me sustained for the rest of the month. I mean, it really is something else. And I was so looking forward through the winter months when I was going, thinking, oh, they do it on the beach, and we have a campfire, and we're in a circle, and we've got the sea, and we've got the beach, and we've got the fire, and we've got the air, so we've got all the elements with us, and we're doing this, we're creating this magic. And yet I've not gotten there once this summer. And I think I was about 3 or 4 times in before I became consciously aware of this. It took me a little time. I was a bit slow on the uptake with it, but when I did actually sit and meditate, what I was shown was that there were members within that group that I was not to mix my energies with. Now, that's not to say that they're bad energies. It's just that we're obviously at different frequencies, and my team, my spiritual guides, my spiritual path makers, as it were, whatever you want to call it. I call them my pathfinders because they keep me on my path. They tell me what I should do, when I should do it, how I should do it, and I listen to it diligently. And so when I tuned in to, okay, why am I not going to this? What I was shown was I'm not to mix my energies.
Yeah.
I'm not to mix my energies. But my ego, I'm going to be honest here, because my ego still kicks in. I am human. My ego was going, yeah, but you really wanted to go. And it's a lovely way to make new friends. And you might find new soul tribe members there. But my spirit team were going, nope, you're not going. So you have this inner battle within yourself.
That was exactly the same for me, because I was just like, why is it about this group that I keep just like completely mentally blocking it out, not even trying? But then when I honed in, I was like, oh, there's somebody in there as well that I'm not. It felt heavy. It felt really heavy for me once I tapped it in. And once I really tapped it in, I was just like, maybe not right now is
Hmm.
probably what I'm feeling, but I'm not ready to go there for that. But I think that most of us, we always say like, oh, it's because we're preoccupied, oh, it's because of this, and we have that there's that thing of things happen for reasons, right? Like, oh, you're not going for learn to trust on those for a reason. Because I do know one time that I went to one and I came back so mentally drained, so heavy, and I cannot pinpoint who, what, or what happened, but and because everyone was super nice, everyone's
Hmm.
nice. It
Hmm.
wasn't like a negative thing, but for me, it was like I felt like there was just this heaviness where I was just like, I need to get out because I
Hmm.
can't breathe. And it took me about a week to just get back. And that was a while ago. And so now I'm very careful not to go to groups like that because of that one experience. So I think subconsciously I'm also going like, okay, I don't want to go because of
Hmm.
this. But to be honest, it's you have to be more tuned in and listen to that because they're there for a reason.
And I think
Um,
that's the lesson of this video, or the information that we want to get across is listen to yourselves, listen to your bodies, listen to your higher selves, listen to your spiritual team. It might go against what and usually 10 times, 9 times out of 10, it does go against what you want to do, because you wouldn't have been going there or saying that you're going there in the first place if you hadn't
mhm,
wanted to go there.
mhm,
Uh, but it's allowing the divine to work through you. And I want to, I want to really get it across. It's not always because there's somebody there with negative energy, or because there's somebody there that is doing dark stuff. Not at all. 9.9% of the time, it's not that at all, or 99.9% of the time, I should say. It's not that at all. It's because your frequencies, what you're going through, your integrations, your moments of expansion are not aligning with that, and it's not in your higher good to be in that environment at that moment. It has nothing to do with the people that attend, and everything to do with what your energetic frequencies and your integration process and your expansion process is going through in that moment.
mhm.
And so just listen to yourselves, listen to your body. And if you need to make excuses, make excuses. I've got passing excuses now. I mean, I've got circles, and I will actually say, nah, divine didn't want me there this week. And they go, oh, all right. Because they will,
Yeah,
if it's a genuinely spiritually aligned group, they will get it. You don't have to go, I'm
exactly.
busy, or I've done this, or I've done that. You don't have to. If you're not confident enough, then be aware that you're not confident enough and work on the confidence.
Hmm.
But
That's a good point because you're right. If they are a good group of spiritual people and you tell them, I'm not supposed to do that right now for me, they will understand it and
hmm.
appreciate it
Hmm. Yeah.
well because they don't want someone that's gonna throw off the balance.
Hmm.
So if you're not meant to go and they will listen. Now, if they get offended or something, then now you know why you weren't supposed to go. So
Yeah.
safely put it. So for me, it's that. I think, like you said, so precisely about how being on different vibrations, that the last group that I was in, I felt like I came in and everyone was kind of still getting everything from me, and I was just giving more than I was receiving.
Hmm.
I left empty and drained.
Hmm.
And I felt like, okay, next time that I'm in a group, I want to make sure we're all on the same vibration so we can all get something out of it.
Yeah.
It's not about, oh, they're bad, like you said, or
Hmm.
it's and they're going to do something bad to you. No, it's more of a, if there is someone who needs more, they will get it from anybody else in that group,
Hmm.
even if protection. Sometimes if you're all spiritual, they're going to find a way to do it. So if you have a group where there's an imbalance, that group is going to try to balance itself, and it's going to try to get it from other people,
Mm-hmm.
balance itself out, which might let you go almost empty.
And I think that's a really good point there, Sylvia, is because it's a group, it's a circle. Many of these activities are done in circle, and that circle is to be balanced. So if you've got somebody there that is the most beautiful spiritual soul, but there is something going on within their 3D life that is put them out of balance, and you're part of that circle, then the divine, the energies, the very nature of a circle is that it will be balanced out. Now, if you're going there with only enough for yourself and that gets balanced out, it will naturally deplete you, not because that person is a vampire, not because that person is bad in trying to steal your energy, but because the very nature of a circle is to create balance. So this is where your own discernment, your own self-responsibility comes into play, is understanding, okay, where am I at energetically? Have I got overflow that I can give freely and unconditionally to this circle?
Exactly. And yeah, that's exactly how it felt. And with this new group that I obviously have missed twice, I do notice there's quite a lot of new people. So I know that in order for that circle to be full, I'm gonna have to give them right now with the new moon and the ceremonies. Probably that was also another reason that I'm still like,
Yeah.
I did a ritual last night, so my energy is not completely there. It's just enough for me right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously spirit knew that and completely cleared it out for me.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. Sometimes it takes us a little while to kind of, and I know it took me a while, because I used to sit there and go, hey, what's going on? Because it takes a little while to learn yourself, to learn your own energetic frequencies, and also to kind of really fully understand how it all works. But I'm going to be honest, when I first went to circles, I knew it was an energetic circle, and I knew that you shouldn't break the circle. Okay, I knew that much. You don't break the circle. You have an opening ceremony, you have a closing ceremony, and whilst that circle is open, it's an expectation that nobody breaks away from that circle. It shouldn't be broken. I didn't consciously have the awareness about the distribution of energy within that circle. Even though I work with energy, even though I've been a healer for 10 years, it wasn't a conscious knowledge within me until probably about 5 or 6 years into doing circles with other people. So it's not even if you don't know why it's happening, that's not the important thing. It's the tuning into yourself, listening to your guides, listening to the instructions you're actually, and honoring them.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I have nothing else. I just think it's funny that spirit works in great ways, and we just have to trust and yourself and higher self, and you'll be fine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't have to know all the whys. It's about listening to yourself. And I think this is a really good place to end this. So that's bye-bye from me.
And me. Until next time. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And leave us comments. We want to hear from you.
Bye-bye.